Oh, hey guys, welcome back to episode 5 of our Road to Master rank in Pokemon Pocket. In the last episode, I said we might use a different deck, but we're currently on a win streak with this deck, a 3-win streak, as you can see right on the left hand of the screen. So we're going to keep using this deck until we lose, and we might switch it up. Now, as you can see, this is a rank up battle, which means if we win this battle, we rank up to... Is it Great Ball tier? That would be pretty nice. Obviously, at the end of the season, you get more hourglasses the higher tier you're in, which is nice. I think you could get up to like 75 or something. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. Which is enough for like 6 packs, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I think the biggest problem with Pokemon Pocket is there's not a easier way to open packs. Like, it's not a game you can play for an extended period of time. You just, like, play it, open your packs, and it's, like, all there really is to do. Now, let's see what we draw. Just Magby's not good. And we do a Pokeball, though, which is good. As long as we don't get Manaphy, and we're going second, this is good. As long as we don't get Manaphy off the Pokeball, though, we get insane value. Obviously, ideally, we want to hit Dratini. Now let's see what they get. They have Ekans and Darkrai. They're playing like an Arbok. They're probably playing the Poison on Dark deck with Darkrai, which was pretty good when Darkrai came out in Space Time SmackDown. Old cards, so probably haven't got a shiny yet. Pokeball. We want Dratini here. That we have 2 of them, please. Yeah, Dratini. And we Dragon Air Transfer. Play Dratini. Attach the energy. Place the fossil. And host the toss or whatever. Yeah, attach a fire energy to Dratini. Link. Yeah, now with that lightning energy, if we draw Dragonite next turn, we're perfectly set. Even if we don't, we can evolve. We can evolve in a Dragonair and try to draw Dragonite in the next 2 turns or whatever. Not the biggest fan that, does that thing, like, have an ability that, like, auto poisons, during your turn? Oh, it's in the active, it can poison. Oh, Giovanni to make Bite kill me, that's not good. Or it's not great. So now Maggie's dead. But if we draw... If we draw Dragonite, we are in a good spot. But we don't need to draw the Dragonite to be in a good spot. Because now I evolve in a Dragonair. Make sure I attack the electric energy. And now I kill Ekans with Waterfall. Which, I don't know if it's a move Dragonair learns. I don't think it is. If it is, people be running it in competitive on Dragonite. I'm pretty sure it doesn't learn that. Which here, it's like known for like being in the water. And the animated one was walking in the water. In Pokemon Snap, the original version, it came out of a whirlpool. That's cool. Again, though, water, you'd think it would be like learn water moves that aren't Aqua Tail, but not really. I think it learns Rain Dance. Now, unless they have a way to kill this thing this turn, that was completely pointless. What, they're gonna poison it? And then they're gonna kill me with Tackle. That's not good. Yeah, now they kill me with Tackle here. Ow. Yeah, I died of poison. Which actually does give them a point, but if you discard it, doesn't give them a point. Now, to be in a good position, we really badly need to draw Dragonite. We still might lose this because we don't have a way to do 180 to 180. Okay, team number 2, that's good. We're gonna place that down there. If my phone doesn't crash, thank you. Attach the energy to Dratini. Fall into Dragonite. Giga Impact you. Kaboom! That gets us our second point. Kaboom, Weezing, dead. But now I can't attack next turn with this Dragonite. but ideally I draw Dragonair next turn, and which actually isn't even that good for me. So ideally, I don't know what I want to draw. Obviously, Professor's Research, another Dragonite would be nice, but it wouldn't actually help that much. Now, take a little bit of chippies from Nightmare Aura. Again, a really good ability on Darkrai. I think it was extremely playable in the Greninja Darkrai deck, because you just have the ability to do 40 damage a turn without attacking, which is really insane. Because cards like Darkrai EX and EX live only a little bit of health. Now, here, this is a situation where I actually can't activate Leaf if I want to win the game. I do have to pass, because what I realize is if I activate Leaf, switch out my Dratini, and they have a way to get it in extra energy on Darkrai, I just died to Dark Prism. Here, though, it's macro damage, even if they find a way to get an extra energy on Darkrai. I'm not sure how to do it in this deck. I'm pretty sure we win these, because next turn I just hit Giga Impact and they can't kill me, and Giga Impact wins the game. This deck is actually cracked. Nightmare Aura, it's a little bit more chip damage. 3 for 80 is pretty bad though. Darkrai is like an A tier. It's an A or B tier. EX. Sabrina, that probably did just lose us the game. It's Sabrina is now a Dark Prisms. Oh, it can't Dark Prism. It doesn't have enough energy. If it did, though, that would have lost us the game. I don't even need to attach the energy. Retreat on the Dragonite. And just Giga Impact for the W. And we end up with 4 points. This deck is actually insanely good. Would be even better if I had a more consistent way to get electric energy on stuff. But it seems to work pretty good for now. The only problem I have it with is maybe I can remove Lily for a second fossil, because Lily hasn't popped up that much. Hasn't been useful enough. I probably will end up doing that, because one fossil is just not good in this deck. So I probably will end up doing that. I still can't remember what the rainbow I pulled, though, from EV Grove was, so we'll have to look into that. We can look into that when I sort by rarity, to add the fossil, just so I can show you some of my cool stuff. I also have like 4 or 5 shiny EXs, and I know I have Machamp, Weavile, Wigglytuff. I don't remember what else. It's part of the game, 420 damage. I've done rank up to Great Ball 1, my first time reaching Great Ball. Let's go, that's so good for us. Hitting Great Ball obviously puts us closer to getting Master Ball, which is the ultimate goal. And I probably am now, right after my game's unloading, gonna swap out Lily for a second fossil. I have to have a second fossil, probably I believe I have a second fossil. I play Kabutops in my fighting deck, which is Cup is actually a card, 50 damage, and its attack heals the same amount of damage it does. So especially when you compare that with Lucario, a card that says all fighting Pokemon do 20 more damage. There's another one. Remove. Okay, I removed it. Sort by rarity. And let's see. Oops, that is the wrong button. So these are my 5 shiny EXs: Machamp, Articuno, Wigglytuff, Glade. Well. No, what was the rainbow that I pulled? I didn't pull one. I only have 4. I thought I pulled one. But I think it was Shiny Glade EX that I pulled. I pulled Articuno and Glade, and then the Eevee Immersive back-to-back packs, which is actually crazy. So Fossil will be all the way down here at the bottom. Wonder what card I have 12 of. Here's all my promo cards. Yes, I have the promo Blissey, 2 Ultra Necrozma, which kind of sucks, by the way. Psychic and Steel. I have Rayquaza EX, which isn't that bad. I'm looking for the fossils, and I can't find them. probably be easier if I sorted by type now that I'm thinking about it. So all the way at the bottom has what? Mid-trainers. Anything good? Good. Fossil. I did not see my fossils. There's a skull fossil. It's good enough because for those that don't know, Rampardos is actually a good card in this game too. Oh, my internet crashed. Rampardos is actually a good card in this game too, because it does 130 for 1, but it says if this kill the Pokemon, take 50 damage, which is a bit rough, but 130 for 1 is correct. Yeah, 130 can one-shot most Pokemon that aren't in the game, except like the really good EXs that are obviously have a lot of health. Mainly in newer ones, because they have more health than a lot of the older ones. Like Celebi, I think it only has 130, which is really under wrestlers. I wish they had a Misty for other types of cards, and Misty is a good card. I just flip a coin until you get tails and attach water energy to a water Pokemon for each head. I wish they had a way to do that for other stuff. For other types. Like, if they had one for grass, that'd be the most OP stuff ever, because Celebi Superior Dex would be crazy. We're going second again. I think we're going second again, which is actually crazy. Because I think this is like the 4th or 5th game. Because we went in a row, we've gone second. Because we went second every game in part 4, didn't we? Pretty sure we did. Now, I actually don't like playing Type Null and Savali, because I think Savali is not that bad, and I've actually lost to it before while playing, I think it was my grass or water deck. Might have been in episode 3, I think. Or was in one of the episodes. I think it was in the most recent one. The reason I'm touching the Ho instead of routine like I normally would is, obviously if we get Ho's 3 energy, it just gives us 3 extra energy what we actually want, or it should, because it says in any way you like. But last time I used Ho, it didn't let me put him on any way, like I put him on a Pokemon that I didn't want him to have it put on, which I think was Articuno, which I recently took out of the deck because it was 2 energy cost. It just cost too much energy to use an attack, and it didn't do that much damage. 3 for 80 is not great. 2 for 40 is also pretty bad, so... No, 3 for 80 is not great, but when it has a secondary effect that attaches 3 energy to one of your Pokemon, it's pretty cracked. So immersive is obviously pretty cool. You're playing Greninja. I was talking about this earlier. It was a promo card. They're playing the promo card version. They got Tails. That's pretty good for us. That only does 40. Or it only does 20. Leaf. That's not the card you want to see there. We can evolve into Dragonair, though. We do have to path like that. But I'm not scared Ho will die here. And if they don't evolve Type Null into Savali, they are dead. Oh, they're hoping that Savali could add Type Null, though, and that would really suck for them. We obviously wanted to add Type Null, but nope, that's, the 1-star Savali, too, that's a pretty cool card. If you play a supporter, it does 50 more, so it can do up to 100. Ninja should do, 20 to the Dragonair. That's unfortunate, actually. I didn't realize that they hit it last turn. Didn't know you could bring up that evolved from screen. It's pretty cool. This is actually not good. We really probably need to draw Dragonite next turn or we lose. Phoenix Turbo, though, which we were barely able to get off before we died. I don't see if it works the way it's supposed to. As you can see, I didn't attach to the Dome Fossil, which it's not supposed to do, because it says in any way you like. And that is not what the card did. I'm going to have to adjust for that. I think it puts it to whatever in the most right spot next time. So next I got planned for that. But that literally did just lose us the game. And that is not my fault that the game doesn't like me. The game just doesn't do what it says it does. It says in any way you like, and it just didn't let me choose anything. So I'm just gonna concede this game because we lost, because the game said no. It just auto attached it to the dome, or the dome fossil. Also, I hit concede like 5 years ago. Defeat. Yeah, we lost. It just attached it to the energy for no reason. It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to attach it to any way you like, which means you're supposed to be able to pick what you attach stuff to. That just doesn't work. But it attaches it to the most right. So I'm gonna have to plan for that. Always put my Dratini on the right. Ooh, yeah, it's a bit rough. We go down to the very start of Great Ball. I'm not gonna send him a thanks because my game's the only reason we lost that. We probably were gonna lose even without that. Also, this will probably be the last video I record today, besides the Violet video later, because my phone is getting hot to the touch. But I did say we would play a different deck when we lost, so you could try this deck, even though I'm pretty sure this deck is bad, like very bad. This deck is not a good deck, so we're not going to be playing it. I did say we would play the Sweets Relay deck, though, when we lost, so we're going to try this. Now that we're at the very start of Great Ball, there's no punishment in losing. Codex, or whatever his name was. He has RCS, and hopefully he doesn't play RCS Immersive, which I feel like it's the most forgotten card. I didn't know there was an RCS Immersive until a couple weeks ago when I was playing someone and just played it. And I'm like, there's an RCS Immersive? Because I feel like it's the most forgotten card in the game. Like, obviously, you can't forget about the 3 regular Immersive Pikachu, Charizard, and Mewtwo. Which I do actually, by the way, have a Charizard, which is pretty cool. Wish I had Pikachu to actually play Pikachu in my electric deck, and I don't play Charizard anymore because the other playing don't do that. Unlucky double type null matchups. The other Charizard from Shining Reveille is just better, and I pulled the 2-star one, which is nice. It looks really cool. It's just better. If its attack costs 5 energy, but its attack for 1 energy is really good. Here I think I want to draw. I 100% want to draw Alcremie Swirlix. I think would be the best possible stuff to draw off this professor's research. Swirlix, Alcremie, wow. Exactly what I said. That's crazy. I think that's an insanely lucky start. So we probably do want to start attempting to build up. Connection is unstable. Check my network connection. There should be zero reason why my game should run on no frames. I should have perfect internet, but we're gonna hit Sweets Relay, so 40 would do, or so Creepy is gonna do 40 now, and next turn is gonna do 80, and this thing's gonna do 30. Then the turn after that, it's gonna do 120, and this thing's gonna do 30. But next turn, I'm gonna evolve it, so it's actually gonna do 50. Tails, that's good. That's nice. We still take a little bit of damage here, though. Yeah, now we want to start building up Swirlix. Because this card's really good. Evolve. Penny, in case we get Professor's Research, which should be in everybody's deck. So, chances... Ooh, that's unfortunate. Gladion, that is not usable. Attach the energy to Slurpuff. Please, game. Please. Okay, Evolve, Milcery, and Alcremie, and I think this is now officially my longest video on my channel, so that's interesting. Yeah, now we're doing 50 damage, now Alcremie's attack is doing 80. I'm only getting about 30 more health, so it would still die, and Alcremie next turn would be doing 120 when Vanillix dies, if Vanillix dies. That tells me that they don't have Savalai in their hand, because they wouldn't do that if they did, so I wonder if they actually are playing Granidos and Rampardo. Maybe. There would be no other reason to attach the energy to the fossil instead of Titanal, even if Titanal's gonna die. I mean, I don't know if they have, like, energy manipulation to manipulate the energy from their fossil. Fighting type just straight up does not have that, I'll tell you that. I wish it did though, because my fighting deck is actually good. It plays Machamp. Yeah, it plays the shiny, the full shiny. 150% surprise over that. I don't think we got Darkrai EX, and I think we deserve to. It's been around. We did get Celebi EX, we got the Birds EX, we got the Starters EX. What other cards from Genetic Apex EX are we missing? I'm not sure. So I'm gonna potion you just in case, because I don't see me using it in any other situation. And we're killing you. Okay, yeah, so you're doing 120 now. Which should be enough to one-shot every card the Savalai deck is playing, I think. Probably, more than likely. Because Savalai is 110 health. Can do up to 110 damage, which is horribly scary. I also started recording my first video on 3 AM, and it is now 4:24. So Rotom Dex, that's a good card. It's an alright card. Let's see what it draws. It hits Swirlix. We're gonna shuffle that. Probably. I think the energy now can start going to... I wish Vanillux though had Sweet Relay, and I just don't think it does, so it doesn't do enough damage. So this gets us our second point. And even if they send out Type Null here, next turn I attach the energy to Vanilla Short Tree out into Alchemy, which is not doing 160 damage, which can one-shot even Savalai, so we should win this. This went better than I thought I would, because this deck isn't that great compared to our other one, but it's not bad. We will have to adjust the supporters and stuff. I realize they're not good. And I don't know if they have a supporter, and my internet is running on actual buttons, but if they did play over supporters turn, it would do it's gonna do enough damage to kill me now. Which is fine. I'm dead, but now we just send out Alchemy and Sweet Overload for game. Doesn't matter what we draw, we win. Because it does 160 damage, they have 110 health, and was our third point, so there's W's with a Sweets deck in Great Ball here, which is our second game in Great Ball. Yeah, we kinda got cooked in our first one. But that's because the Ho-Oh EX didn't do what the card says it's supposed to do. Don't play Ho-Oh, by the way. It doesn't do what it says it does, and it will lose you games. Now, if you account for it, it's not that bad, but you have to account for it, which it might be worth more trouble than it's worth. So it wasn't being a bot, bro. You'll probably stick with this deck for a little bit. I am going to edit it now for a minute though. I want to take up the Penny and Rotom decks because they're just not good enough cards anymore from when I made the deck. they're just not good anymore. Retry, bro. I've been having internet problems all night for no reason, bro. Maybe because I'm uploading a bunch of videos and my phone's getting like actually hot now. I'm gonna edit the deck real quick. Penny's out of here. Doesn't actually do that much for us. I think it's better adjustment, and like I said, I've been talking less because for the past like 2 minutes. Because like I said, it is currently 4:30 in the morning, and my dad is like right outside the door. Not good, so I will be talking a little bit less for the next like 2 minutes. Let's see who we're battling. Cost 60. By the way, guys, this is my longest video on the channel by far. Maybe at some point I will try to get a super long video. Maybe if my thumbs down, this is up like tomorrow or something. I'll try to record a 3-hour grind to pocket on the master rank, or just spam battle. I think it's a little bit more. My connection is being bad again. That sucks. So I guess I'm gonna attach electronics. Look, we drew all 3 of our new cards, bro. It's kind of crazy. This is gonna do 90 damage next turn, which is actually crazy. Cause now I hit Sweet's Relay. Oh, you know what's not any? Maybe I should have. I think I should have hit I probably should have Arena, because if they flip heads here, they win the game, which is very bad for us, obviously. Flip heads here, they win the game, so I really badly need them to flip tails really bad. But they probably won't, though. I think our last 2 type no players, yeah, we lost. They hit us with, they flipped heads, which we couldn't tell because I was on no frames, but they hit us with friends who only died. We lost a lot of points for that too. That is called breaking, very bad, and I misspelled the slaying misplay. But we're gonna switch decks. No, we probably won't use the deck we were using in last episode, but this is probably where I'm gonna have to end off today's episode. Maybe. Maybe we'll do one more duel. We can use this bad fire deck. Its whole purpose is to try to summon Incineroar X and then use Howie. We can try using this deck for 1 game. If we lose, we lose. And at the start of next episode, like that, I'll probably switch back to the deck that actually got us the Great Ball with like 3 wins in a row. Maybe 4 if the card did what it says it did. The Dragonite EX deck, because that EX deck is actually cracked. I actually want to play a normal Dragonite deck instead. You know, one that does 200 spread damage, because that's obviously a little bit more fun. But, I don't have Dragonite. I don't have that Dragonite, so that's unfortunate. And this is the first time we're going first in all of our games. I think we went first in our last two, actually. But we won, so W's. You're playing Abra. Now that's scary, because Falcon does 60, and I think it does like 30 more something for each energy. That's pretty good. Now I'm gonna Proton Dex now to see if this card. I do not want this card. So I'm gonna show it. And I'm gonna Professor's Research. Giant's Cape, Professor's Research, Giant's Cape to win. My internet's like crashing. That's really unfortunate. I really need to get better internet. I'll try to get it to work better tomorrow. Also, it's just now will probably end up being like a 42 minute video. The longest video on my channel before this was like 22 or something, if that. So this is almost double my longest video I've ever recorded on this channel. So you're wondering why I want to evolve it, because I think I live Kadabra and I can't attack if I do that. So now if they don't evolve in the Kadabra, next turn they die. Or if I did, next turn they went to die to Fire Claws. But I would be on like not even that. I need to be that great. Now I played Floette and Alakazam in my second deck. Not sure if I still do. Because I play like Mew and Giratina. Giratina's actually cracked, I realize. You want to draw going first. So she costs one less. So are they gonna retreat on a Flabébé? No, they're just gonna hit me with Psyshot for some reason. Not sure why they did that, but I drew. Okay, that's a good draw. Good draw. That is a good draw. Good draw. Connection is stable. Is unstable. I'm gonna attach the energy, but I'm gonna rare Candy because it has an attack for 1. No, smart play. I should just Fire Fang and save Hal for next turn. No, if they flip tails, I believe they just die to burn. Yep, that's why you don't activate Hal yet. No, even if they evolve into Florges, I think they still lose to Incineroar. Yeah, even if they evolve here into Florges. Which it doesn't look like they will. No, I just have a Leaf Drain. Kinda wish I drew in number 2, but this deck is kinda cooking. So Scar, Charge Smash, dead. I don't even need to activate Hal. Maybe I should have activated Lily, but I'll activate it next turn. But I probably won't have to, because I'm pretty sure they are cooked. Scar Charge Smash just cooks them. Did take a little bit more damage on this thing than I like. But now I just go into battle and hit this, and we win 3-0. Okay, and that will be the last video of Pokemon Pocket for a little bit. Like I said, my phone is getting so hot. I'm trying to upload 4 videos at a time and playing a game and trying to screen record that it is starting to get hot to touch. Not as bad as my charger though. I just touched it and I almost got burnt from touching it. It's so hot. I should probably unplug it for a couple of minutes. 15 player XP, and that will be the end of today's video. So goodbye.